Alright guys, leaving my girlfriend's house. The weather is beautiful today and it's dry. It's relatively warm, it's like 60 degrees and it's beautiful. And so you know what that means is today we are going to pull the motor on the Lexus. So goal for today, it is 11 in the morning. Goal for today, pull the entire motor out of the Lexus. That gives me about 5 hours from the time I'm gonna make it home to 5, and it's gonna get dark around 5, so that means we have a little while to get this motor pulled out. So stick around, stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy this build, because I'm definitely not enjoying it so far. It seems like the motor's always having to get pulled, always having to get pulled out of there, and so yeah. Alright, so I guess now is the part where we start taking bets on what do you guys think is wrong with it. Me personally, I'm thinking it's the oil pan. But another thought that could be running around in my head could maybe be the rear main seal. Not entirely sure. I just know it's puking oil from the rear middle part of the motor. And so could be the rear main seal, because on 2JZs that's a known problem once you single turbo swap, is to blow the rear main seal out. So yeah, that might be it. That's really all I can think of, other than maybe a crack in the block, and so I'm really hoping that's not it. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get right to it when we get home. I'll show you guys when we get home. Alright guys, last thing to do, one last update, heater hoses, and then it is ready to come out. So go ahead, undo those heater hoses, pull the engine puller out, and get ready to pull this bitch out. I don't know if it's good or a bad thing, but I've gotten really good at pulling this motor out. It's only been about an hour and a half, and it's already ready to come out. So yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. Alright, so got up under the car. I think we have everything undone under the car other than the tranny mount. Undid the banjo bolt for the fuel feed. Kind of got fuel everywhere. A little bit on me, so it stinks, but I did that. Undid the starter cable, undid the transmission shift linkage. So now all we gotta do is AC lines, fuel pressure regulator, heater hoses, radiator and intercooler and fan shroud, and then this and the intercooler pipe right there, and I believe the motor should be ready to come out. It's a pretty simple process once you know where everything's at. So I'm trying to record less of that because I know you guys have already seen all of that. This is like the 4th time I think that I pulled this motor out. So yeah, we're gonna talk more after that as to the current plans for this. So stick around, stay tuned, and yeah, wish me luck on pulling this out. Alright, got the AC lines unbuttoned, got the ECU and stuff undone, the wiring undone, ground unplugged, draining the fluid now so I can pull the radiator hoses, the trans hoses to the cooler, and then the radiator and fan shroud. After that's out, then it should literally just be those heater core hoses, and it should be ready to come out. I undid all the fuel regulator stuff. It's sitting right there. I might end up needing to buy a new one. This one has just notoriously leaked the entire time I've owned it. I put Teflon tape on it and everything like that, and it still leaks. Let's see, I got a few plans for this car. For one, the valve cover gaskets need to be changed. I may redo the paint on the valve covers. I may paint the engine bay. Not entirely sure, but we'll talk more about that stuff when I get the motor pulled. Hasn't actually been very long. It's been about 45 minutes. Yeah, about 45 minutes. It's not hard to pull this motor out, honestly, once you know where everything's at. So anyways, gonna finish draining the coolant, get this thing out of here, and then that'll be the next update. Will probably be when the motor is out, and we can talk more about that then. So stick around. Alright guys, last thing to do, one last update, heater hoses, and then it is ready to come out. So go ahead, undo those heater hoses, pull the engine puller out, and get ready to pull this bitch out. I don't know if it's good or a bad thing, but I've gotten really good at pulling this motor out. It's only been about an hour and a half, and it's already ready to come out. So yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. guys, so me being an idiot, realizing that this thing wasn't coming out is because it's still connected to this power steering hose right here. And so we're gonna go ahead and undo that, and then the time lapse will continue. Sorry. Okay, so let's talk about some stuff. So this is gonna have to get done while it's out. My valve covers back there, and it's up into the 5th and 6th, and to get done. I see a hair. It have to get done, and so I'm gonna gasket, and that's gonna come with some for that. So then, other than that, I think we're gonna repaint. I'm thinking, don't know how hard painting it black over this or not, because it looks like, but it's an idea. Here over it to be glossy. What you guys think about that idea? Other than that, give me your feedback. I appreciate it. Let me know if I'm doing see more. If less, let me know what you want to see. I really appreciate any of these videos, and so what I'm doing, guys. And subscribe for more, and have a good day.